Hey, we're moving right along here in the Tonex collections. Just a little tip. I found it last time. By default, my collections was down here on Tonex. If you see here, and I only had so many listed here. This is what I thought that I had. Everything from the British Juice one down to the Tweed one here, that Neil Young looking amp. I thought that's all I had. Well then, like a dummy, I never looked up here. And if I hit Tonex Max, if you happen to have Tonex Max, look at this. I got freaking tons of stuff now. I didn't know. I never hit that button. I never looked up there, and no one tells you these things. It's not like, there's no manuals for this stuff that I know of anymore. But anyway, so yeah, this is, we're going to go through the vintage and lo-fi, which is this one here. It says based on 9 classic amps and 11 stomps. 50 tone models of basic and complete rigs using Fender Vox Mesa Galoso and Ampeg amps with a variety of pedals. Now, what we probably won't do, it's going to be tough for me to do the stomps if they don't have amps on them, because I don't really have a way to feed just a stomp into anything else, because I just have the software, I don't have the pedal. But anyway, we'll at least go through the amps. So vintage and lo-fi, let's hit it. So let's just take a look at what's on the menu here. Oh, it looks like I can play all these, except these last two. You see how they don't have an amp or a stomp or a cab? I'm not going to be able to play, I can play them for you, but they're going to sound like this. Yeah, so you get the point. There's no sense, right? So we start off with a Fender Pro Reverb. Now, do I like lo-fi? Well, I like Guided by Voices and Pavement and the Pixies and who else is lo-fi, like Eric's Trip, stuff like that, so let's find out what we can do with the lo-fi stuff here. So this preset's called Clean and Cool. The character is clean. It's a Fender Pro Reverb. I'm not familiar with that amp at all. Let's hit it. I'm just going to use the samples. Tonex just gives you a little sound sample so that I'm not playing guitar right now, just because I got the dogs down here and they're being buttheads today. So anyway, let's hit it. I don't know what's lo-fi about that. Sounds all right to me. So now we go to Crunch Saw Bright. It's a drive character, and it's an AC30 1965. So what's lo-fi about that? I don't understand, but let's hit it. I don't know what's lo-fi about that. Or vintage and lo-fi. Okay, I'm missing the word vintage. Yeah, okay. The AC30 is vintage. All right. And now we do a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier. Like, what's vintage and lo-fi about that? What are we doing here? Anyway, it's a modern clean. It's a clean character. The amp is based on Mesa Boogie dual rectifier, and the cab is an orange 1974. Oh, okay. So that's what makes it vintage. Let's hit it. Almost fell asleep there. Okay, this one's called Drive It Man. The character is Drive, based on a Fender 53 Bassman. So holy crap. I mean, is that 1953 or is that a 53 model number? Marshall will say like 59 or 69, but it has nothing to do with the year. Fender 53, do they mean a 53? 1953, like one of the first Fender Bassman amps? Well, let's hear it. I'm not a Bassman guy. I wish I was, but I like that. Let's hit it again. I just don't tend to like the sound of a Bassman, but I like that. So this is called Super Clean. It's based on a Supro. Very cool graphic. Supro TB 1624. Let's hit it. Alright, this one's called Straight Crunch. It's a drive. The character's Drive. The amp is based on a Geloso or a Geloso G204V. I'd never heard of that, guys. Never heard of that amp in my life. I doubt that graphic is an accurate representation of it, but correct me in the comments. Is it Geloso or Geloso? You guys ever heard of this thing? Let's hear it. Well, I wouldn't cross the street for it. I mean, you can get that sound on, Princeton. All right, this is called Vox Bridge. Character's clean. It's a Vox AC30. The cab's a Vox AC30. Let's hit it. I can definitely hear that glassy Vox tone. This is called Vox Bridge 2. It is instead a drive character based on the same. Be nice to know what speaker was used there. All right, this one's called Never Crunch. It's a drive based on the Vox AC30 1988. Let's hear it. I like that better than the last one. All right, this one's called Cream Sa Normal. It's a high gain, and we're back to the 1965. So that's pretty good. Cream, is it the creamback? Do they put creambacks in the Vox AC30? I know they do the greenbacks and they do the Alinco. Am I saying that right? The Alinco Blues. But do they put creambacks in a box? Is that what the cream means? What does Sa mean? I don't know. All right, super lead, high gain, a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier, orange 1974. Let's hit it. Yeah, so it's, it's all right. Baby clean, based on where we got our Supro back here again. It's this old school gray grill cloth or amp Tonex. All right, let's hit it. I don't love it. All right, this is called Clean Man Bass. It's a clean Fender 53 Bassman. I don't know if I've ever heard a clean bassman before. Anytime I hear a bassman, someone's got a little dirt on it. But anyway, let's hear it. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Sounds like a clean bassman. All right, this is preset's called Hot San Diego. It's a drive character, and its amp is based on a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier and do an orange 1974 cab. Let's hit it. All right, this next one's called Liverpool Clean. The character is clean. The amp is based on Vox AC30. I'm going to change the demo. If it's Liverpool Clean, I wonder if we can get more like a pop. This one's called Clean. I'm hoping to get more like a pop rhythm. Let's hear this. No. Trying to find something Beatle-ish. There we go. Maybe. So if it's a Liverpool Clean for Beatles, then why'd they go with the 1988? Why wouldn't they have gone with the 63? Or the 65, sorry. Anyway, this is called Take It Whole. It's a drive based on the Fender 53 Bassman. So that definitely sounds like a dirty bassman to me, which I don't get because I've never liked the sound of it. Let's hit it again with the wood sample. This is called Keith's Choice. I don't know who Keith is. It's clean. It's an Ampeg, so we're going to have to grab a bass. So grab a bass sample. Let's hit it. Not bassy at all. Let's hit some slap for some slap of the bass action. Let's hit it. Is not for me. All right, this is called London Overdrive. It's a drive. It's the Vox AC30 1988. I'm going to go back to the wood sample. Let's hit it. I'm not loving it. I call that messy. All right, this one's called Magic Box. It's supposed to be clean. It's based on that Geloso G215, a handmade cab. Let's hear it. This one's called Smooth 90. It's a drive. Stomp. Oh, there's a stomp on this. A Minitone. I never heard of that stomp box before. So this is a Minitone through my Supro TB, the 1624. I just love the look of it. Let's hit it. Meh. This is called Fake Plexi. It's a high gain. Okay, so they're going to step it up into a high gain. Stomp box is based on a Game Changer PL. Is that supposed to say Plexi? The amp is based on the Vox AC30 1988. Let's hit it. That's a face melter. This next is called Gemini's Loki. It's a drive. The stomp is based on a red snapper, which I've never heard of before. We're back to an Ampeg again. I will play the wood demo, but then I'll play the bass, because I mean, if it's an Ampeg, it's probably supposed to be a bass. So let's hit it. Geez, sounds good on guitar. Let's hit the bass. It's kind of cool. It's kind of distorted for bass for my taste, but let's go to the slap of the bass here. Interesting. Okay, Mascus drive. Oh, they've given us some J Mascus. Okay, some clean with the full tone, full drive. The amp is based on the Mascus drive and the Ampeg Gemini. Okay, that's J Mascus, right? Is that who we're talking about? Let's hit it. Let's do the wood. It's like J Mascus, it's hairy. Let's go to let's get a different sample. Let's hit this dirt. Except that doesn't sound like J Mascus playing at all. Let's go to I don't know. Gallop, shred. Let's hear shred. No, I'm trying to find something like J Mascus like. Let's go to gritty. I kind of like it. All right, this one's called How Are You, Steve? And it's spelled H-O-W-E, so that must be Steve Howe, if I have that right. It's a high gain. Stomp is based on the red snapper, which I don't know about. It's Vox AC30 1965. Let's hit it. All right, next we got one called Mudney. So is that Mud Honey? Character is high gain, big muff. through a Vox AC30, 1965. Well, that's probably fun. So let's go and grab our wood sample. Let's hit it. Well, that'll melt your face right off. This is called Low Bias Lily. It's a drive. It's got the tone bone, plasma, and it's a Fender Pro Reverb. Again, an amp I don't really know about. Let's hit it. Interesting EQ action on that one. This one's called Chunky Tonky. It's drive, red snapper through that geloso. Let's hit it. I like that personally. This one's called Paper Cone. It's a drive. It's the stomp is based on the tone bone, and we're back on that Supra. Let's hit it. I don't know if I got Stockholm Syndrome or what, but I'm starting to like all these. This one's called Broken Tube. Character is fuzzy. Stomp bass on the plasma triangle, and we're back to that Fender Pro Reverb again. Let's hit it. Meh. All right, this one's called J5. It's a drive. The stomp is based on the tone bone. It's back to that Geloso G215. I mean, some of this you can just do with a Fender Deluxe and EQ it that way if you want, you know? This one's called 78 Squelch. It's a high gain. It's got the tone bone and then that plasma, what you call it? Plasma thing. And it's the Geloso. Yeah, it's definitely a high gain. It's got some real, you know, harmonics there. This is Grungy Crunch. It's drive. Stomp is based on a Menatone, and it's through the Supro. This next one's called Hey Hey Drive Drive. The character's drives through a full tone, full drive, Fender Pro Reverb. Sounds decent. We're almost through here, folks. This one's called Riot Bubbles. It's fuzzy. It's got a big map, the big muff through a Geloso. So for my ears, that sounds like Jack White's new Fender Panoverb amp to me. Like, let me hit it again, but you know, if you want Jack White's Fender Panoverb amp for cheap, check this out. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. So this one's called Murlocs. It's a drive. It's a Menatone through a Fender Pro Reverb. I don't mind that. This one's called Wall String. The character's fuzzy. It's got one of them Game Changer plasmas, and it's based on a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier through an orange 1974 cab. I don't love that. This one's called Nose Rattle. It's a drive. It's got a tone bone through the Supro. Kind of fun. This one's called Die Die All Right. It's drive. It's a tone bone and some kind of full something. Full. Oh, crap. Oh, no. I've lost my, yeah, boy. I don't know how I had them, Well, that's kind of sucks. Was it based on amp based on? No, it couldn't have been. Well, now I'm screwed. Now I'm tone boned. You know what I can do? I can go back. I can go to the lo-fi. It should automatically sort them again. No. So how am I going to do this? Cab based on die, all right. I have no idea how it was sorted, so I'm kind of boned here. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed. Well, I'll just end it here. I mean, you guys get the gist of this thing. We ended up here on die, all right. Because I don't know how I had that sorted, so now I can't, like, go back and, like, finish it up. But whatever, I think you get it. This amp collection, it's called Vintage and Lo-Fi. Let's just hear that die, all right again, real quick. I don't mind that. I didn't mind a lot of these. Sorry that we're missing the last probably 5 to 10 because I can't freaking, I don't know how I had that sorted. But so far, my favorite collection here, the best sounding one for me was the British Juice, the orange ones. I did not love the Cali 65, which is your blackface Princeton's and Deluxe's Fender blackface amps. And this one's not bad. It's number 2 in my books in terms of ranking the collections I've been through so far. I would not be disappointed if I had bought this. I got it through because I have Tonex Max. That's why I have all these. So, you know, when I bought the PC software on Cyber Monday or Black Friday for cheap, you know, these just all come with it. So I wouldn't be if I had just bought this, I wouldn't be disappointed. I like quite a bit of these. Anyway, it's not about me. It's what you guys like. So like and subscribe if you want to. Thanks for watching this far. Cheers.